to come.
This verse, I basically think it means what do I mean by shush? I think it means that a Proverbs 31 woman, she knows when to speak and she speaks at the right time. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that a Proverbs 31 woman is, I don't know, a doormat, only speaks when she's spoken to. No. I'm saying that she's wise enough to know when to speak. Now, let me just put it into my world. You know, I'm a wife, I'm a mother and all that. But sometimes when you're having a conversation, girl just wants to give her opinion. Now, in the early years of my marriage, you know, I've just come from, you know, single life, being me, being independent, saying what I want to say, going where I want to go and doing what I want to do. Then you get married. And that has to obviously change because I now have a partner that I have to respect, and I have a home that I have to respect, and I can't just walk out the door. No, that's not how the home works. And also I could be quite vocal. So in the earlier years of my marriage, my vocalness was quite clear. So we'd have conversations, topical conversations, and I'd say my opinion, or I'd say what I'd want to say. And then sometimes maybe I wouldn't stop until my point was heard. And it didn't always work to my benefit. And I grew to learn that it's not every time that there's a discussion that I needed to speak at that point. And trust me, it has helped my marriage that I don't have to always speak at that point. But I pick the moment and I pick the time to know when to speak. And I think that this is what this verse talks about, that a Proverbs 31 woman is wise as to know when to speak in any situation. So ladies out there, I know when we're living our single life, we're free and, you know, do what we want, say what we want. But when you move into a home that you share with somebody else, you've got to kind of manage that, should I say? And not only do you manage that, but you also want to make sure that when you do speak, you're speaking sense. Now, not just in a relationship format. I'm talking about anytime you speak, you want to make sure that you're talking correct, or people are not going to be like, that guy's wife, or that my girlfriend, gosh, she just talks, you know, faff, she just talks. I want to be known as that person that when I speak, you want to listen, number one. And when I speak, I'm making sense and I'm adding value to whatever the situation or conversation is. So that's what I think it means about she speaks wisdom. You know, the words that come out of her mouth are of a benefit to whatever conversation or situation she's in. I also think, in terms of when it says that a Proverbs 31 woman is wise and her tongue is full of faithfulness, or there are different versions of it, it basically means, I think, we're not supposed to be like gossiping or using our tongue to say negative words to or about people. That's kind of hard. I'm not even gonna lie. The verse is basically saying that our tongue should be of nothing but faithfulness or fruitfulness or positiveness. No negative vibes, no gossiping, no talking about people. That's not what we are made to do. Now, quite coincidentally, this video is coming out on a Monday, And the day before, which was Sunday, what was preached in my church was about how we use our tongue, and that our tongue should be used with grace and seasoned with salt. What it's basically saying is that we should make sure that our tongue and what we are saying is good and correct before the Lord. So I just think it's quite coincidental. No, it's not coincidental. It's all the amazing God upstairs. That this verse that I'm honing in today is verse 26. Talks about a Proverbs 31 woman being wise of her tongue. And I've just learned as well from my local family church that I need to be gracious with my tongue. If that's not a sign for me to watch what I'm saying and speaking about, I don't know what is. So guys out there, I don't know what rolls off your tongue on a daily basis, but I pray and hope it is gracious and it is seasoned with salt. And that seasoned with salt means that, when you cook and then you taste it, it goes, it just needs a little bit of, and then you add that little bit of salt, and then the meal tastes like, yeah, all right, it's hit the nail on the head. That's to me what that Colossians 4:6 means, that when you just add that little bit of salt to your tongue and to the words that you speak nothing but sweet goodness. And that's how we should live. And that's how I tried to live. And that's how you should live. And that's my take on verse 26. God bless you. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel so that you can get the notifications for when the next verse comes out. God bless.